Hey everyone, it's Jamie here at Hidden Creek Family Ranch, and in this episode, David and I are spending some time in front of the camera sharing with you all of the progress on our 2,000 square foot custom home with an oversized attached garage, and we'll be talking about what's coming up in the next few weeks. Let me see what you got, girl.
A big frog,
Oh
a
my
medium,
God.
and a baby. He's so cute!
Our second fall in North Idaho was in full swing, and so was the construction on our house. In our last two episodes, our contractor Joel and his crew framed the cover of our wraparound front porch, as well as the 850 square foot deck. And now they're finishing off the last corner of the porch cover, which finishes up the last of the exterior framing. With the last of the porch cover now complete, the guys headed over to my dad and Carol's house to finish the siding on their garage. And then they came back to our garage to frame the staircase that leads to the second floor loft. This feature was another big selling point on this house because the loft is closed off and separate from the rest of the house and only accessible from the garage. This design works well for our family because it provides a quiet space that can be used as an office, guest quarters, or maybe even a small apartment someday. The original plans didn't include a bathroom, but once we're finished with the build, we'll reevaluate our budget and consider putting one in sooner rather than later. No, I wasn't recording it, but it is. It's exactly like our politicians looking at a teleprompter. We have notes over here so that we don't forget or get too far off track. We're definitely going to get off track.
With a
we always
list,
do.
with a list like
Yeah,
that,
I might as well just show you.
it's gonna.
It's like, here's everything I want to discuss in this video. It's kind of a lot. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get to all of it. But you're leaving for a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to sit in front of the camera here and just kind of talk about where we're at and what we've got upcoming.
Well, once again, timing is everything. I'm sure we're going to talk about what we've done, but the laundry list of things to get accomplished looks like we got a lot going on in the next
It's going to be really busy.
couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely. The next couple of weeks, next couple of months, but specifically the next couple of weeks, and you're going to be gone. Where are you going to be?
I am heading off to lovely Gimborn, Germany. Be out there for a week at a interesting place called Schloss Gimborn. Castle built around 1200 AD. It's now being utilized as a conference facility, and it's managed by the International Association of Police Officers. So we're going to be playing with a bunch of different law enforcement people for a week. And then I take a train down to Vienna, where I'm going to hopefully meet with the Vienna fire chief and staff, possibly the Vienna law enforcement agencies down there, the Vienna Police Department. And then we cross the border to Bratislava, Slovakia.
Können Sie bitte Englisch sprechen?
Nine. If they speak Norwegian, I might have a chance. But yeah, I'll be jumping on to Google Interpret
Right.
quite a bit.
You're such a man of mystery. All of this traveling and language and all of this stuff, and none of our viewers have any idea what it is that you even do, and you just have to keep watching. We're not going to tell you what he does, what all this traveling is all about, and how we're paying for all of this. You got to keep watching. There's an episode coming up for that, I promise.
Yeah, I think the first episode is going to be me giving a lesson on acronyms.
That's going to be a really long episode.
Whether you're in the fire service, public safety, or military background, everything's an acronym. How'd you do when you first met me?
It was like learning a new language, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if you're good at Pig Latin,
Oh, Ai NK Ixbe Igbe Adme Erive Elway Enku They Enkbe Uye Erive Uchme.
There you have it.
Better than you?
Yes, clearly. So yeah, I'll be on a 2-week trip supporting public safety in Europe, and we'll get into that later.
And while you're gone, I'm imagining that what will be happening around here in the next couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure that Joel and the guys are going to be installing our Trex decking on our wraparound front porch. I'm so excited about that because that front porch it's just going to be such a beautiful space to hang out. I do see us spending a lot of time there.
Other things on the list?
Yeah,
we got the decking done, finishing the roofing.
The roof on the front porch, that's the last icing on top of the house that needs to be completed. So I do imagine that when you come back, that'll be finished.
Yep.
Yeah.
So behind us, we've got a stairwell. We're inside the garage.
The rec room.
Pretty large space here, but essentially, yes, it's our recreational area for the winter months, the cold months, what have you. The staircase we just got put in. The engineering is going in to deal with the weight issues as we start removing portions of the truss. So the sufficient engineered headers need to be put in play.
Right, yeah, because if you look closely, you can see right over here, there it is, right up above my big fat finger, there are still trusses in the walkway where when you get up to this landing up here to walk into the loft. So Joel and his guys are going to be managing that, and that's not something to be taken lightly because you're talking about the structural integrity of the entire house. So that's going to be complicated, but I do imagine that they'll have that all worked out, hopefully by the time you get back as well.
Yeah. We've got windows.
Yes, Joel got the phone call today that our windows are coming in next week, so that will be a big change, definitely. Joel is really pushing on getting the windows and the doors in, which actually the doors supposedly were finished today as well. So next week or the week after that, sometime around there, we're going to have doors and windows coming in so that Joel can then move on to siding. We're going to be doing our hardy board siding and then painting the exterior.
So just footnote on the doors, yeah, we had those ordered and set up. We will be doing the finish work for that.
We went with a company out of Spokane, Washington. They have a huge showroom of all of these unfinished doors that you can choose from, and you can finish them yourself or have them finish. And we are taking that route of finishing them ourselves, just like Carol did on their house last year. So that's a really big job that we have ahead of us because there's a lot of doors. A lot of doors. It's a lot of doors. You did some shopping today. Yeah, tell us about what you did up in town.
I made some friends today.
You make friends everywhere you go.
Cindy and Nora at Home Depot. That was fun. I spent a good probably hour and a half, 2 hours almost. They've got their big sales going on right now.
When do you not spend an hour and a half or 2 hours in Home Depot?
It's that or Costco. So, but very helpful. Staff was great. But we went with purchasing our appliances, refrigerator, dishwasher, microwave. I'm holding off on my stove range because frankly I didn't like what I saw, but you know, I am kind of picky.
You're kind of a stove snob.
My last oven stove was a bit of an Italian name.
You still my heart. I missed our Bertazzoni so much.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm coming from a firehouse cooking. And
you gotta have a good stove.
Gotta have a good industrial, because there's a lot of slop that gets slopped around. But you know, it's a feature point of the house that we'll be happy to show off once we get that in. So I'm shopping right now.
And speaking of a big feature on the home, We have another really special feature that we haven't shared with you yet, but we are going with a masonry heater as opposed to a fireplace. We're going to do a whole episode just on that alone, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. If you've never heard of a masonry heater, look into it. We opted to completely eliminate our fireplace. We are not doing a wood-burning stove in the house. We do have HVAC, so forced air for our heat, as one source of heat, and then the masonry heater as a second source of heat. But it's dual function because it also serves as a bake oven, pizza oven, slow cooker, you name it, in the kitchen. So this piece of the house is going to be really special for us. So you're going to have to wait on that one, but I promise there is an episode coming up on our masonry heater.
So absence of having the traditional fireplace mantle, we're going to bring about some new technology.
It's actually very old technology. That's kind of what's really cool about it.
What do they say? What was once old is new again?
Right. Just about the time that they finish up everything on the exterior of the home, they'll be coming inside and finishing up all of our interior finishes. So we have a lot to do on the inside. Still, everything is completely raw and exposed, but we have drywall and taping and mudding and primering and paint of the home and the rec room. So it's kind of a big job. And then we've got flooring, cabinetry, countertops, light fixtures, plumbing fixtures. I'm sure I'm leaving a lot out.
Well, hold on. The lighting, the can lighting.
Well, that's true. I'm talking sconces, wall sconces. We still have those.
But the bulk of the work's done.
But you already did most of the work. Yes, don't worry. I'm not giving you more work to do. I promise. You have a flight to catch tomorrow.
I do.
You got to pack,
Yeah.
and we need to get inside so you can spend some time with the girls before you're gone for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Don't worry, honey. I got this.
You got this. I know.
All right. See you in the next one.